Sri T.K.S. Elangovan.
Chairman, sir. At the outset, I want to say that the problem of insolvency or bankruptcy is created by the governments in power. The change of policies has led to has affected most of the industries here. Sir, I don't want to mention during the change in the economic policy of the government within these last 2-3 years had affected many sectors. One example I can quote is in Chennai alone, my city Chennai alone, there are 450,000 flats constructed and could not be sold. Earlier it was growing like anything. There was a boom in the housing sector, but now 450,000 houses could not be sold because of the change in the economic policy of the government. So, the problem was created by the government and the government is trying to seek resolution of the problem. That is the reason for these amendments. I don't want to go much into it, sir. I will quote one or two things from the amendment and I will ask the government to look into it. The amendment to section 31 of the IBC provides that the resolution plan that is approved under the IBC binds all governments, including the state governments. The resolution plan is approved by the committee of creditors comprising of financial institutions. Thus, power is being conferred on a private body, that is the COC of a company, to determine and undermine the interest of the states, including its revenue. This is wholly unconstitutional, as the interest of the state cannot in any manner be relegated for favored private interests, including those of financial institutions. This the government should understand. The second thing is, the amendment also seeks to completely wipe out small and medium scale vendors by allowing financial creditors, operational creditors, by virtue of this amendment can be given the nil amount, while financial creditors get their principal, interest and even at times penal interest. Such an amendment is anti-poor, and small and medium scale vendors who, owing to the ill practices of large corporates, would be denied their due monies for simply having been associated with them in the due course of their business. This the government has to look into. The third point is the amendment to section 25A. By virtue of the said amendment, the voting rights of those who form a class of creditors who are entitled to be a part of the committee of creditors is being watered down. Presently, by virtue of the amendment to section 58H of the IBC, home buyers have been classified as financial creditors and they are represented in the COC by an authorized representative appointed under the code. This authorized representative casts his vote on the basis of the percentage of votes he has gotten. Just a minute, sir. For example, if there are 100 persons whom he represented, if 60 say yes and 40 says no, he casts his vote in the said proportion only. If the present amendment is carried, then by virtue of 60% being yes, the entire 100% would be constituted as yes. Merely because a certain class of financial creditors are required to be represented by someone under the tenets of the IBC, the nature and ambit of their right to vote cannot be watered down. This also the government should note. The time period of 330 days does not exclude the time period of appeals and proceedings which intervene. This would prejudice all parties to the resolution process. All these are some lacuna in the Act. I don't know whether to support the bill or oppose the bill. I always think that whatever this government, whatever kind of bill the government introduces, I have my own doubt in my mind. With these words, I thank you, sir.
Thank you.